Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Eastern Michigan Eagles taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense will start this game off with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Got him downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. And here's a fumble way behind the line. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Tar Heels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you've got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Gauze. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. On the snap, it's Gauze. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lopez wants to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll run play action. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Caught behind the line. It's Schiff. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Bring in the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez to pass. Hauls it in. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, UNC! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. On the run, it's Goss. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Lopez wants to fire.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tar Heels line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moffitt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Lopez to pass. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Eastern Michigan going fast. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Eagles with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moffitt. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Kenan Memorial.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Shipp.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They'll throw it from the red zone. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the route is on.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Liberty.
Breaks into the open. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Lopez to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. He'll pull it on the read. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now they'll run the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the field goal unit. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll go to the sneak. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the 1st down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The play action fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Lopez wants to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauze. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times. Turning it on! Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Right back to the well. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now he's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Pope. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Lee. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jocelyn.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.